I forgot this is recording. Stop it. Okay. Hey, everybody. Whoa. Hello. Cheers. We got some celebration coming up here. Yay. I think we'll do the same thing as we did last week. Check both of us out. The feminine and the masculine. We're going to look at the masculine first because, you know, most of us are girls, or at least the feminines. So we want to check him out. See where he's at right now. If he has not shown up, and remember also in these collective readings, this is, as people come into union, they like slough off the top of the energy, and what's left are those that are still not in union, those still in separation, and those still watching these videos. So don't get discouraged. You know, don't get discouraged. This is really, you know, incredible. The energies. I mean, I remember when it was just so discouraging what these cards would say every week. And now it's just like they're all overcoming fears and worries and everything and coming into their true authentic power and their truth. And it's just like freaking amazing. Are you kidding me? Okay, so yay, the two cards that just jumped out. This is the, okay, so this card is about celebration. It's about third parties. It's like, it can signify that this person, that he has like a third party person, meaning like a karmic partner, usually somebody who's like there to teach him a lesson or something like that. And he's going to go through the rough patch with this one and learn so that he can have it good with you. And then this one's about like ignoring something or ignoring, like that's like an opportunity being given to him by God that he's just sitting there ignoring, dissatisfied with his life and just unhappy. And he's not even like caring about the three cups right there. It's like he doesn't care about the third party. So I think what this is saying, and this is also like some of the other meanings of this card when you see them in other tarot decks and stuff, which I feel like this is, it's like I like to read it instead of doing reverse. I like to read all the meanings of the card because I think they all apply. It's really crazy because it's like with the Three of Swords, which is about a broken heart. What do you usually do about a broken heart? You fix it, you reconcile, right? So it means both a broken heart and fixing it. So with this guy, he's just been ignoring this. I think he's now come to a point where he's ignoring the third party completely. He's blocked her out. And he's seeing that now he's got to take a look at this gift from God that he's been given. And he's like no longer going to be ignoring it. He's going to go after it. He's going to turn around and grab it and say, thank you, God. Thank you for this beautiful gift. So what a great way to start. All right. So where else is the masculine at this time? Wow. Dang. Love seeing this. Yeah. This just feels like, I don't know. This feels really good. Okay. All right. It's funny I mentioned the Three of Swords because it's here. So he's maturing. He's understanding the situation more. He's understanding you more. He's getting you. He like looks up to you and he thinks that, wow, she's so like freaking intelligent. Like she's so smart. And she's so mature to be sitting there waiting for me and loving me unconditionally, no matter what we've gone through. And I'm kind of blown away. And so I better grow up here too. It's time for me to like be her king of cups right now. And when I get that with, oh my gosh, these cards are so funny with the Lovers card. So that's like I'm choosing the person that I feel is going to be like my you know, has the most long-term potential. Somebody that I can be with for the rest of my life. I choose the one that I can be naked and vulnerable with, that I can be real with. The angels have shown me and revealed to me who this is. And I'm going to take a risk on a new adventure with her. Okay, so he's being called out to a leap of faith by the angels. To take a leap of faith by the angels. So what is he doing about that? He's listening. He's flying in like a bat out of hell after you. He wants to. This is what he's actively thinking about. I had to look at the position that this is in, but he's got a lot of clarity. He's got a lot of truth. He's got a lot of, can you imagine what it would take to get you to a dead run like that after her? But that's where he's at. Like, that's what he's thinking about. Is I want to go in at a dead run. Nothing's going to hold me back. Are you kidding me? Like, I am going to, what is the look on his face? I don't know. He seems greatly concerned. Like he's going to do something, and he's going to do something now. And he's going away from worrisome thoughts. He's going away from the drama that maybe the karmic partner represented or brought up in his life, or he's not worrying anymore. We got some worry cards over here as a side note. So he's going away from the things that were worrying him about you. The things that, it's so funny because for a while the masculines were all about like, it can't work because this, it can't work because that. They were coming up with every excuse in the book as to why this couldn't work out with you. And now he's like, just get in my boat. Let's just go. And we'll find the calm waters. No matter where we have to go, we'll find where it's calm and where it's cool and where there's going to be temperance for us, where there's going to be like a sanctuary or refuge. You are my sanctuary or refuge. So as long as you're there, then the drama will be minimized, just if not just between us. So it's worth it to go to the other shore. So that's what he's actively thinking about. And then in his heart space is having the strength to reach out and offer something. So this is a message. This could be a text. This could be a phone call. This could be like an offer. This could be a date, asking you out on a date. It could be wanting to do just about anything, but it's like a little offer or a gift, wanting you to do something with him, pretty much, or like wanting you guys to just go forward, just do something. And over here with the Strength card, it's really taken him a lot to get to this point. It's taken him to realize that he's had to trust in divine timing with that figure 8. He's had to realize, that learn to go with the ebbs and flows of life. He's had to tame the beast within him, the one that was just, really scared and lashed out and would get defensive. He's learning how to deal with things. He's learning how to communicate better. He's gotten the strength up to make this offer now in his heart space. Along with this guy and going away from the negativity, it's just like he's done a lot of work on himself to get to mature to the point where he does choose the right partner for him, and is willing to take that risk no matter what it's going to take or what kind of drama it musters up. It's like he knows his place in the world. This is like knowing where you stand, knowing, kind of knowing your position in the world, knowing where you stand in your relationship and fighting everybody else's opinions off. He's just like, yeah, just go ahead and try and mess with us. Like, forget about that. You're not even going to get very far. Because look at all that emotion. Water is emotion. And communication with the blue. He's been talking to her. He feels really good. He feels really good about where they stand. And he's like, you know what? Don't even. And over here, he's passionately going forward. Like he's rearing up on his horse. That's like another card about like trying to get somewhere fast, right? This can also be like the player card. So I feel kind of like there might be some aspects of like, if you guys have seen that, Sexy Crazy Love, it's like some people might be accusing him of being a player still, and maybe he used to be, but he's not that anymore now that he's found his place in the world and he feels strong in his heart and he's willing to make an offer. And he has all this maturity he's been mustering. but he's like, he's done with his player days. And now he's like rushing in for this new beginning. He's wearing yellow. Yellow's mean new beginning. And that's passion in his hat, that red. And that's passion in his hand. There's passion in his hand. So yeah, he's gonna like fight anybody off. He's also going to lay down his defensiveness with her. He's gonna let her in. He's like, he's making the horse rear, and he's like, come on, get up on the back. Let's go. Let's get out of here. So that's his action space. And then we have him manifesting healing. He has worked on this divine timing thing. He's worked on his manifestation of the abilities. Maybe he's been trying to visualize. He's been trying to meditate. He's been trying to picture what it would be like with her. Maybe even been having dreams and things. He's starting to feel like he's got the Midas touch, like he can make anything happen. He's starting to feel a little confident. He's feeling like he could actually make this life how he wants it. And he's starting to really believe in himself. And over here, he's healing. He's healed and he's healing. He's healing from that 3 of Swords that happened, the broken heart. And he's learning to trust life. He's just laying there with his hands in prayer, just kind of trusting that everything's going to work out. And he's got faith with that little like church window, that stained glass window. He's got faith. So he is going to manifest you guys just laying there healing together, laying next to each other praying. He's manifesting healing for you both. That's also a card of, you may be distant from each other, but you're also realizing that all these fears and insecurities that you've been having are not necessary. They're unnecessary worries. And those swords that are hanging up, that's what he was worried about. He was worried about those swords like falling off the wall, but now he knows that they're bolted and they're not going anywhere. And he's manifested that. He's made sure that also that third party, that 3 of Swords represents a third party. He's made sure that that's bolted on the wall, not going anywhere in terms of the third party too. He's like making sure that she's not going to do anything to try to do any magic, to try to get back in with her magic, her manipulative magic or anything either. So he's gotten through all these worries, all the late nights, not being able to sleep over what decision to make or what to do. He has clarity now and strength. Look at that hand. That's like knowing. I think some of it was from having dreams. This card can also be about having dreams about someone. So whether it be dreams or like dreaming about your future and knowing your ultimate truth about what you truly want in your future, you're clear. You're clear that this feminine is what you want. This is the life you want. And why? Because you've been heartbroken over her. It's killed you to not be with her. And you're looking over here at her, and you're looking at the potential with her. She's got a big old coin in her lap. You know that you guys are going to be very, very abundant. You guys are going to have plenty of money. You're going to have plenty of love. She's grounded, mature, honest, kind-hearted. She's everything you'd want in a wife. And the Queen of Cups. We got the Queen of Cups earlier too. So she's everything you'd want, and you know that. So it's been breaking your heart. And you've been breaking her heart. If you're the masculine, you've been really breaking her heart. And so you're ready to reconcile this situation. You're ready to get grounded and mature and honest and kind and approach her about a reconciliation. So that's where the masculines are at. They really, they're not even, it doesn't even look like they're looking for an opportunity. It's like they're causing healing to happen now. They're making it happen. However it needs to happen. He'll get in however he needs to. Okay. And now we'll do the feminine. We'll do another extended after this. What I've been doing in the extendeds is I get more channeled messages, and I use more oracle cards, sometimes only oracle cards, and then I do end up doing a light language blessing also that kind of like anchors in the energy of the reading. So it's helpful. It's really helpful. And it's been actually kind of funny and magical, the things that happen in the extended versions. And sometimes I just feel really bad for you guys, like, oh my gosh, they don't get to see that was in the extended. So he loves you and he's done with that karmic. I just got that little wink from these cards. Woo! All right. He wants to work with you together now, like to collaborate. All right. So feminines, please. How do they feel about their masculine this week? Third week of April. Oh my gosh. If they're all the same cards, I'm going to freak out. Oh my gosh. No surprise. They are feeling the same way about each other. Damn. My. Oh, that's pretty funny. Okay. Wow. All right. So, at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. So they want to go forward cautiously and slowly because they want to be successful and victorious. And they run off of their love. They're a little bit insecure about like really expressing themselves like they used to. It's like they've told you that maybe they've told you they love you. Maybe in not so many words, but man, they've really demonstrated how much they care about you. They've really given you this cup and you looked at it and you were like, what? That's a fish. You know? So she's like, I don't know if I want to offer that fish anymore because I think that fish is pretty good, but he didn't seem to want it. He was just kind of like, fish. So this time she wants to go slowly and carefully because she doesn't want to get hurt again. If he comes back around or when he comes back around to make this offer, she wants to go very, very carefully and slowly into this because she would want it to be successful and victorious. She wants to feel successful and victorious as well. She doesn't want to be let down. She doesn't want to fail at this either. And she certainly doesn't want okay. Don't even think about it, little dude. Gosh. What was that in the background? That's kind of crazy looking. Oh, that's the back of these cards. Anyway, so she's wanting to be careful. She's wanting to be careful. So, however, having said that, what is he doing in the bow? Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could see what's going on over here. She's wanting to go forward, you guys. She's wanting to balance the situation out also. In same thing, she's thinking, you guys are both thinking of flying at each other and balancing out the situation so that things can go forward. These are big time movement cards. So it could possibly mean that she is actually, it could actually mean a move. Like it could mean that she is going to travel to go see him or maybe relocating to be around him. But that's big time movement that she's thinking about doing. Maybe she's thinking a move or relocate near him or something like that. Or taking a road trip to go visit him if he's not where she is. She also has found her place. I just keep feeling like maybe they've talked. Maybe if you've talked to him recently, it's like both of you have been like, okay, well, we know where we sit now. We know where we stand, and that feels really good. We have each other's backs, and we want to go forward with this, balance out the situation, and maybe even take a road trip or take some kind of trip together to see how that goes and spend a weekend together or do something cool together to balance things out. So in her action space is this card again. I can't believe how similar these guys' cards are. So this is her feeling really passionate, wanting to, this is courageous energy. So despite all her hurt and pain and everything that she's gone through during the separation period, feeling rejected, ugly, whatever else she's been feeling, like he doesn't like her, it's unrequited love, all of that baloney that she kind of has to go through to cause that maturing process to happen, and her to really fully step into her own power and self-love. Now she's come to be courageous enough to be willing to work with him as a team. I mean, even if, I mean, depending on whether they are choosing the twin flame or the soul flame or a soulmate or whatever it is, whoever this is, it's like she's opened up her heart enough to be willing to work with him and collaborate with him and partner. Again, with that, finding your place in the world card, that 7 of Wands, was like, I just got the feeling of, okay, we know where we stand. We know where we want to go with this, and let's just start making this happen. So she's got the courage to do that now because she's got a little confidence under her now that they've been talking a little bit, and she's feeling pretty good about going forward. In her overall space, she's feeling intuitively that like this is definitely her dreams come true, and she knows that karmic person's out of there. And if anybody else has been tempting her, she's picked the right person. She feels she's picked the person that she feels like she's going to have better luck with. Someone she feels like the wheel has turned in her favor. The wheel of fortune has turned in her favor. She knows she can be successful with this person. She knows this is like total fulfillment of her wishes. This is kind of like a genie card. Like you've just rubbed the genie lamp and out popped this man. And she's like, yeah, I just know I've been dreaming about him. I've been feeling connected to him. I have this certain knowingness about him. And this feels really good to me. So in the future, she's holding on to this connection through this period of having been left out in the cold or leaving the other person out in the cold. Most likely, if she's the feminine, she's been left out in the cold. And now they're building a foundation. They're done with this difficult period. They're done with any kind of betrayal or any kind of backstabbing or any kind of, she's done with all of that. She's never going to go through that again. She's like, I know my worth, and I'm holding on to someone who values me. I'm holding on to this person who's brought me in from out in the cold, whoever that is. And he's brought me into his church, and he's given me food, and he's given me water. And I am holding on to this man. He is a treasure. And this is the end of a difficult period. So she's also willing for things to go real quick. She knows her truth. She has clarity. She's cut anybody away that wasn't, that she didn't feel was worthy of her, or that she had to set her boundaries. She had to pick the person that was truly best for her, that aligned with her truth best. She was called to that person by the angels. She had to make a final judgment call and cut somebody away, and then is going forward quickly with the right person, with the person who inspires her, who makes her feel passionate, who lights her up inside. And she's just climbing up these rungs of the ladder. And she's rising up out of this dead period when she was out in the cold freezing, and she's like coming up being warmed up by the sun and the warmth of this man's heart. And she's speaking her truth like never before. Lots of truth. This is communication as well. So they're going to be talking a lot, and they're going to be making some judgment calls, and they're going to be making some major decisions coming up here on what they're going to do now. So exciting. I think this might be the first reading that I've even done that's started to feel like actually things are starting to happen and come together. I feel like both of these guys have had some communication or something happen. So I think that's cool. That's what I'm tapping into here. Very cool. So we'll go do the extended version now, and we'll get into more. Oh, we got the sex tarot cards, so we'll do that. Those are always fun. But we'll get into some guidance and see, what you guys are supposed to do. If this has resonated with you, we'll see what you're supposed to do at this point to to ensure the best outcome and the smoothest way to feeling harmony with your partner. So, and a light language blessing with that. So, see you guys on the other side over at Vimeo. The link is down below. All right. Have a great week, you guys. Talk to you next week. Bye.